Hi everyone, this is Professor Oaks, and in this video we are going to talk about ratios. So, ratios just show the relative sizes of two or more values. So in this first example, it says Mary has 3 goldfish and 12 guppies. What is the ratio of guppies to goldfish? Well, we know that's the same as the ratio of 12 guppies to 3 goldfish because Mary had 12 guppies and Mary had 3 goldfish. Now, another way to write a ratio rather than just saying 12 guppies to 3 goldfish is 12 colon 3. So we can use a colon to represent a ratio, or we can write this as a fraction, 12 over 3. But what I really would like you to realize is that this is a fraction that can be reduced. And so we would reduce this by dividing the 12 by 3 and the 3 by 3 to get 4 over 1. Now, this isn't the case where we would say 4 over 1 is 4 divided by 1, and that is 4. We would leave it as 4 over 1 because this 4 over 1 means that for every 4 guppies, Mary has 1 goldfish. So we need to know both numbers of this ratio, all right, for it to have some meaning in terms of the relative sizes of the values. So remember that the 4 means guppies and the 1 means how many goldfish Mary has, and so those are different units showing the relative sizes of the number of guppies that Mary has compared to the number of goldfish. So you really need to know both numbers here, the 4 and the 1, to give it some meaning. All right, so a bag of marbles contains 26 blue marbles and 48 red marbles. Show the ratio of blue to red marbles. So there were 26 blue marbles and 48 red marbles. So it's 26 blue to 48 red. And another way to write this is 26 colon 48, or 26 over 48. All right, and then what can you do here? Well, you can divide the numerator and denominator by 2. So this would be 13 over 24. So all this means is that for every 13 blue marbles in the bag, there are 24 red marbles in the bag. All right, so again, these two numbers, the 13 and the 24, have a little bit of meaning here, and so we're not going to actually just divide out the 13 divided by 24 and get a decimal like we may have in the past. All right, here we go. Harry buys 6 notebooks for $14.40. What is the price of each notebook if there's no tax added to the cost? So when they say the price of each notebook, they mean the price per notebook. So this is actually another type of ratio here. So what they're saying is that it is going to be, all right, when they say per notebook, they mean one notebook, right? So you know right now it is going to be $14.40 for 6 notebooks. So all I need to do then is go ahead and have $14.40 divided by 6 notebooks. So if I divide the numerator by 6 and the denominator by 6, then I get that it is going to be, all right, so this will be 2.4 or $2.40 per one notebook. So that is the price for one notebook. So again, that's the ratio of the price to the number of notebooks. All right, Carla has 4 oranges and 10 apples. Show the ratio of apples to oranges. So there were 10 apples and 4 oranges. So we have the ratio of 10 apples to 4 oranges. So that's 10 colon 4, or 10 over 4, and then I can reduce this by 2's. So I'm left with, that will be, all right, so that will be 5 over 2, or 5 colon 2. So there is our answer right there. So hopefully you're enjoying this. All right, let's try another one here. Yumi drives 84 miles in 3 hours. So what is Yumi's rate in miles per hour? And type your numerical answer only. Okay, so here we go. So we have the rate in miles per hour. So we want the rate, and the rate is in miles per hour. So that's miles per 1 hour. All right, so we know that it's 84 miles that Yumi drives per 3 hours. So we have 84 miles over 3 hours. And if I divide by 3 and divide by 3, then what do I have here? 84 divided by 3 is going to be, now that will be, what will that be? That will be 84 divided by 3 is 28, right? So 28, and that will be 28 miles for 1 hour. So another way we write that, right, is 28 miles per hour. All right, so 28 miles per hour. Or you can see other ways to write that. 28 mph is another common way just to abbreviate miles per hour. All right, so that's the number of miles driven per 1 hour of driving. All right, so now a bakery makes 32 bakery cakes or birthday cakes every 8-hour workday. What is the ratio of birthday cakes to hours? So 32 birthday cakes every 8-hour workday. What is the ratio of birthday cakes to hours? So there were 32 birthday cakes every 8-hour workday. So you want the ratio of, let's see, 32 birthday cakes to 8 hours. So again, another way to write that is 32 colon 8, or 32 over 8. And I can reduce this by dividing by 8 over 8. All right, and so then this gives me 4 over 1. So what this means is that for every 4 cakes, right, it takes the bakery 1 hour to make them. So the cakes are being made at the rate of 4 cakes per hour. All right, so keep that in mind, that's what this means here, is that the bakery is making 4 cakes every 1 hour. All right, here's another one. Thomas paints 3 model cars and 9 model trucks. Show the ratio of cars to trucks models. So we have 3 model cars, 9 model trucks. Show the ratio of cars to trucks models. Okay, so 3 model cars and 9 model trucks. So we want the ratio of, let's see, 3 cars to 9 trucks. So that would be 3:9 or 3 over 9. So if I divide by 3 over 3, that's 1 over 3. So another way to write that is 1, 2, 3. So what that means is, again, for every 1 car painted, Thomas paints 3 trucks. What a time to be alive. All right, especially if your name is Thomas, right? So I really hope that you enjoyed this example. All right, let's try another one here. So Brett writes 60 poems in 3 days. What is the rate of poems per day? So they want the rate of poems per 1 day. All right, that's what they, again, mean when we're talking about rate, is the rate per 1 item. So you saw it before, like the rate per 1 notebook or the rate per 1 hour. All right, here we want the rate per 1 day. So we know that that's the same as 60 poems. And that will be 60 poems per every 3 days. So that's 60:3 or 60 over 3. And then if I want to get this down to 1 day, I divide the numerator and denominator by 3. So I get 20 over 1. And so this will be equal to 20 poems per day. All right, 20 poems per day. All right, let's try another one here. A t-shirt company makes 20 red shirts, 35 black shirts, and 8 pink shirts per day. What is the ratio of black to red shirts? Well, there were 35 black shirts and 20 red shirts. They didn't ask us about the pink shirts. So they gave us information that they weren't asking us about, but that's okay. So we want the ratio of the black to red shirts, then there were, let's see, there were 35 black shirts and there were 20 red shirts. So we have 35 to 20, or 35:20, or 35 over 20. And then I can divide by 5 over 5 to get 7 over 4. All right, so what that means is that since 7 would be the number of black shirts and then 4 would be the number of red shirts, then that means that for every 7 black shirts, the t-shirt company makes, let's see, what do they make? Oh, 4 red shirts. Right, that seems like they're making them very fairly slowly, but that's just my opinion. I think they should step it up a little bit, or they might go and out of business to somebody who can make the shirts faster, right? So let's try another example here. There are 4 toddlers and 9 infants in a daycare. There are 5 child care experts working every day. What is the ratio of children to child care experts? So 4 toddlers, 9 infants, and then 5 child care experts. So we want the ratio of children to child care experts. Well, the thing is that they didn't tell us the number of total children here. So the number of children here is going to be the number of toddlers plus the number of infants. So that will be 4 plus 9, that's 13 children that these so-called child care experts will be taking care of. And so then we know there are 13 children and 5 child care experts. So the ratio of children to child care experts. All right, so what will that end up being here? Well, that will be, there were 13 children, and that would be to 5 experts. So 13:5 is another way to write this, or 13 over 5. So that is just, well, there's your answer right here. So what does this mean? It means that for every 13 children, right, there are 5 child care experts working that day. What a time to be alive. I hope that you enjoyed this video on ratios and that you're already looking forward to the next video. Thank you and have a great day.